Welcome back to the Untold Diaries, where we journey together into the world's darkest legends. We're grateful for your continued support. Thank you for watching, subscribing and sharing. Tonight we dive deep into a story whispered across continents, a legend older than memory itself. So if you're new here or haven't subscribed yet, be sure to like, subscribe and share this video with those who dare to explore the unknown. Across the world, from the Amazon to the Nile, and from the Ganges to the Mississippi, one name has been whispered for centuries, a name that brings shivers down the spine. Mami Water. They say Mami Water is the spirit of the water, a seductive siren who appears as a beautiful woman or a terrifying creature, depending on the desires or fears of those who encounter her. She is said to lure people with her enchanting beauty or hypnotic singing, drawing them into the depths where they vanish, never to return. In some cultures she is worshipped, offered gifts to ensure safe passage over rivers and seas. In others she is feared as a harbinger of doom, a bringer of madness and despair. But everywhere she is known as the one who can never be trusted, the one who waits in the shadows of the deep. Our story tonight takes us to the Cross River in West Africa, a place where Mami Water's presence is strong, and her legend is carved into the very soul of the land. There, by the river's edge, a small village rests, untouched by time, but not by fear. The people speak of a night not long ago when the river was unusually calm, the air thick with mist. An old fisherman, driven by desperation, decided to cast his net one last time before the sun disappeared. As the moon rose high, a dense fog began to settle over the river, wrapping the village in a cold embrace. The fisherman felt a chill run down his spine, a sudden unease that crept into his bones. And then he heard it, a song, faint but beautiful, drifting over the water. He saw her then, rising from the depths, her hair glistening with droplets that shimmered like diamonds in the moonlight, her eyes dark and deep, pulling him in. She smiled, but there was no kindness in that smile, only hunger. He tried to turn away, his hands trembling as he gripped the oars, but the water seemed to tighten around him. Her song grew louder, more seductive, weaving into his thoughts, clouding his mind. The river, once calm, began to swirl, forming dark, treacherous currents. She reached out with arms that seemed to stretch like shadows across the water. Her fingers, long and slender, brushed against his cheek, and he felt an icy chill that froze his breath. The fisherman screamed, but his voice was lost to the night, swallowed by the mist. The villagers found his boat the next morning, empty, drifting aimlessly. His net lay untouched, but there were wet footprints on the deck, small, like a child's, leading back to the river's edge. They say if you listen closely on a moonless night, you can still hear his voice calling for help, and her laughter, soft and mocking, echoing through the mist. Beware the river's edge, for Mami Water is always watching, always waiting, and always hungry. And don't forget to click on the video showing on the screen now to watch another chilling story. And remember, always look out when you take a boat and return before sundown, or you might just be the next meal for Mami Water.